Shoepac Lake State Forest Campground is located in the northern part of Michigan's Lower Peninsula to the south of Onaway, just a short drive. The campground is near the shores of Shoepac Lake and is located in a series of small loops. Right when you pull in, you see the registration station. It's pretty typical of a State Forest campground. And on here we have a small map of the lake and a cute little bird nest with some baby birds sleeping inside it. As we walk through the campground, we have an option to go in different directions, and I'm just going to start walking around and we'll take a look at some of the loops. And here is campsite number 1. As I work my way around the campground, I'm noticing that all of the campsites are actually really nice. They're really quiet and remote feeling. These campsites through here are definitely plenty big enough for small trailers, probably even medium-sized trailers, pop-up campers, a couple different tents, and a couple vehicles. Some of the sites are super wide, and others are outlined in blocks and posts, so they narrow them up a little bit. But there's plenty of options for campsites here. There are actually 25 campsites here at Shoepac Lake State Forest Campground, and this would be a great spot for you to come if you're looking to do a little bit of canoeing and kayaking, some light fishing for some bass and some trout, maybe some bluegill. And there's also opportunity for nearby hiking on the high country pathways and the sinkhole pathway. Combined, there's well over 70 miles worth of hiking trail available, just a short drive from the campground. Speaking of hiking, another little bit of a hike, and you can come down to the small recreation area here at the lake. And you can see it's a little bit of a hike through the campground, but once you get down here, it's actually really beautiful, and it's really our only view of Shoepac Lake. You can come down here with your canoes and kayaks and put out into the water and do a little bit of fishing or just sightseeing. And you have the opportunity to do a picnic and grill down here, or bring your kids or yourself and get right in the water, as there's actually a really nice sandy beach here. You can see from the water that it is calm out today, and for the most part I got a feeling the lake is pretty protected from the wind, so it's probably calm right here quite a bit. Look at that beautiful reflection of the clouds coming down into the water. It's really just a picture-perfect day to be out here on a lake like this that's so secluded and quiet. Moving on, we're at campsite number 20, and you can see it's a really deep campsite. Some of these campsites just shoot straight back for quite a ways, and then some of them actually even turn and curve, so your picnic table and your fire ring give you a little bit more privacy from the road. I'm not going to lie, there are a few bugs here at this campground. You can probably see them in the camera even buzzing around my face. They're a little bit annoying. If I were staying here, I would definitely probably bring some bug spray just to be safe. The bugs bothering me are not mosquitoes, however, they look like they're stable flies. There is one water pump for this campground. I thought there might be one for each loop, however, I did not see one for each loop. It's going to be right at the very end here. I'm going to walk up to it and we'll check it out, make sure it works, because the last thing you want to do is come to a campground with no water and not bring any for yourself. You'd have to filter out of the lake. Luckily, this water pump does work. You just have to crank on it a little bit and water comes right out. This is an excellent little campground that I hear quite a bit about, and I'm glad I visited.